Welcome back to the next episode of Horizon Zero Dawn. The gate to Mother's Watch is still closed, and I'm not a fan of that. It's apparently a bug, so I have learned, and so I've decided I want that power cell now. It doesn't matter that much, but I've decided, and what I decide goes. So, we're going a little bit off-road. Hey, buddy, I know you can do this. There you go. Thanks for the up. As I mentioned, we are going off-road, so we are behind an invisible wall now. We are actually stuck on the other side of where we would be expected to be. Does that give us the benefits? Heck yeah, it does! It is also starting to storm out, so if you hear any thunder, sorry about that, but can't do much about it.
I wonder if it's a big storm this time.
You know what? I wonder that too, Aloy. That mystery is haunting me as well right now, huh? I guess we're both just being a little bit haunted by storms. Alright, keep on moving up. Whatever's here, I don't know, I don't care. We need to make it way up to the back of this area. It requires some serious behind-the-bounds platforming. As you do. Okay, is this high enough? I do not know. We're gonna find out. That doesn't look like a good sign. No, we need to get up even further. Climb, Aloy! What the? Huh. Some medicinal wild amber. That's strange. But appreciated. Alright, where am I relative to where I am going? Good question. Is this good? Do I need to be up any higher? That's where I'm going. This gate and fall. Welcome back to Mother's Watch! Alright. Since the entrance to the mountain is open, we're just going to come in here and grab our power cell. We're not going to talk to anyone. We're just going to come in here, grab the power cell, and leave. Being in here is a later deal. It is something to deal with later. For now, power cell.
Another power cell. This should help me get to that ancient armor.
Alright. Let's get in on that now. Warping to here is kind of a pain. Alright, campfire. Indeed, it's not intentional to be able to just climb around in there, but you can do it. But I shouldn't have to. The front gate should be open, and then the inner gate should open at night. The reason they're not doing that is, I believe, a bug, which is why this skip exists. Anyway, I'm not interested in anything else to do with Mother's Watch because that is future game content, and I don't want a sequence break. I just really wanted that power cell right now. So I went and got it. And that's right. Alright, load me in. We need to go and apply this power cell where it belongs. While we're here, it has been a minute since I've last been here, so let me just check if anything's popping at Mother's Rise. The music track going on right now is kind of threatening.
She looks the part of a true Nora.
Alright. Yeah, I guess the people would really dislike it if I wore Kaja silks. I hope I didn't somehow glitch the music by warping out from inside of there. That would be annoying. Alright, the direction we are going is this way. Okay, I think we're good. I think the music's changed. Alright. Now we have some ruins just ahead. We need to safely descend these ruins. Safely. That's not safe, Aloy. Be chill. Now drop to a ledge. There's the ledge. Yeah, the reason I was able to get in there is because I did look up the way to get back into Mother's Watch. Now, let's go and apply these 2 power cells. The rain is falling. I really hope it doesn't become background noise. You guys don't deserve that noise pollution. Neither do I. No one does. Stupid rain. Alright. Power cells.
There. Fits. Just need to slot in. That's 2. It's some kind of code. Maybe there's a clue nearby.
I'll bet there might be. Alright. 12, 15, 18, 21, 0. Okay. 12 is straight up. Or maybe it's 12 is straight down. The first one's obviously 12.
Maybe there's some more information nearby. Something that will tell me how this looks like.
Alright.
Each dial has
12,
positions.
15,
Maybe if I get each dial.
18, 21.
Did it.
There you go.
Now to check the door. Those clamps have the armor locked in place.
Give me a close look at
Maybe
this
there's a way
sweet
to
armor.
Power up the mechanism, release the clamps.
Good God. I didn't realize it was a full body obscuring armor, though. I do like seeing Aloy's face.
Just need to install these power cells. That should do it.
And what do you know? I need 3 more power cells to get out. Doesn't that just figure?
Numbers. They must be related to segments of a circle.
Yeah, I've already figured it out, Aloy. We have already figured it out. Chill. So we need to recover 3 more power cells, and I do actually want to admit to you, I know roughly where they are, and it's a ways away.
Forget about traveling light.
Ooh, hello there, buddy. Ultra Weave Progress. From Major Garrow to General Aaron Harris. Subject, Ultra Weave Progress. General, you wanted fast, cheap, and good, and that's what we're going to deliver. By using a flexible nanofiber weave instead of plating and enhancing protection with a 400 EV. That's not nano, that's not micro. I don't know what that is. EV hard light microprojector. We've reduced our testing cycle from weeks to days, and I'm confident we can get the suit out by next month, with enough production to cover dozens of elite units at least. Better yet, it'll be half the weight, half the cost, and offer twice the mobility. All we need is the balance of our funding, a few more techs, and another experienced test subject. I know resources are stretched to the breaking point, but any more delays will jeopardize the schedule, so please advise ASAP. May God be with you and Jane in these dark times. Semper Fi, Major Garrow. Cool. Okay, Ancient Armory quest has been updated. We need 3 more power cells for later business. Let's get out of here and get back on the main plot. All the way over here in Meridian. And warp. There we go. That was a fun little detour, but it is plot time. Plot, plot, plot. Yeah. I hope to find a good reason to use corruption arrows. I hope that so much that I'm going to put my bow with corruption arrows on as soon as I finish this load in. What else can we put on that I haven't used in a while? I'm thinking about the Karja sling that does elemental, but then what's the point of having that over the other over my bow that does elemental arrows? It creates elemental fields, so it's better for luring stuff into. I guess it could have value. I'll think about it. Let's change up my weapons. Use some different ones from the norm. Make things a little bit interesting. Banuk Sickness Eater outfit protects against corruption damage. Yeah. Do you reckon we're going to meet our Sun King Avad today? I hope so. I want to look at Avad and judge him with my own 2 eyes and know the truth of whether Avad is a good guy or a bad person. Will I know immediately by looking at him? Maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't call this game subtle, so they might as well just be outright about it. But maybe they'll trick me. I doubt it though. All right, let's get some weapons. What are we using? We are not using the Shadow Sharpshot Bow, the Blast Sling, or the Rope Caster. Instead, we are taking the War Bow, the Tear Blaster, not the Rattler, and the Shadow Sling. Let me have this up top. Alright. Elemental bombs, blasting off of components, corruption, ice shock, thunder arrows, and fire, hardpoint, and regular arrows. All good stuff. Alright, let's roll. Yeah, salute me. Salute the Queen of Hunters. Given that I've spent so much time doing all these events all over the shop, I am massively out-leveled for this point of the main quest. And you know what? I'm completely fine with that. No problem whatsoever with being overpowered. Quite comfortable, honestly. Sup? Blameless Murad.
Greetings, Aloy. I am known as Blameless Murad. Please come with me. You're needed for an important consultation.
What do you mean? Where's Erend?
He's inside, attending the Sun King, where we should be.
Gonna meet the Sun King!
Follow me, please.
All of these people are here to see the Sun King.
Yes, and each has come to ask a favor of him. Unpleasant, but that's politics. The Sun King is eager to meet you, the machine tamer with a curious eye for detail. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
That's a good response.
Special treatment, and now outlanders from the savage interest could the Sun King haven't heard.
Oh, y'all mad?
Woman, unacceptable. I've been here for 2
I'm glad I'm wearing Nora gear for this. Nora rep? Wait, no. Aloy doesn't like the Nora.
Ignore them. Nobles are like children who whine when they don't get a second helping of dessert.
I like you, Murad. Be cool.
Sun King like.
The most important thing is what he isn't like. His father. I think you'll find him to be a reasonable man.
Alright, gonna ride a lift up. Sick. Ooh, I see a note. Oh, here we go. Hey, hello.
Aloy of the Nora. She who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service. Erend, tell her what you found.
I checked Ursa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee. I gave it to Ursa when we were kids, fighting over a toy sword.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy among the Oseram. A warlord named Dervahl.
Impossible. Every clan in the claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No other Oseram had the motive and ingenuity to lure Ursa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking somewhere near the border. I've already sent an agent to investigate. He'll be waiting for word from us at the marketplace in Pitchcliff.
I can't move troops to the border without provoking the Oseram. But I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well. Erend, Murad, let me discuss it with her privately.
Ooh. Private audience with the king.
I hate to impose further after all you've done, but this is a matter of great importance to me.
It sounds like Ursa means a lot to you.
Without her Oseram vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign. Since then, it has been difficult to maintain peace between our tribes. But Ursa has a way of making her people see reason. So you see, I need her back at my side. And quickly.
Who is Dervahl exactly?
To understand Dervahl, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a sun god. His mind was broken. He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. So he raided the other tribes for victims, especially the Oseram. Dervahl fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. My father responded with the ultimate cruelty. He captured Dervahl's wife and daughter and sacrificed them in the Sun Ring.
Duran sucks.
So, why would Dervahl go to so much trouble to kidnap Ursa?
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized he planned to raise Meridian and butcher its people. And she came to me. Together, we stopped him and liberated the city from my father. Dervahl has spent every moment since trying to get revenge. Mostly on the other Oseram who fought with us. He made so many powerful enemies, I thought we'd seen the last of him. I was wrong.
I'd like to ask you something about the Sundom and its politics.
By all means.
Alright, now we got some stuff.
What can you tell me about the Shadow Karja? What do they have to do with Ursa?
They are remnants of my father's regime, holding out at the fortress of Sunfall to the west. Like him, they care only for domination, and seek to draw upon the power of the sun by spilling blood in its name. Since Ursa helped me take this city from them, they were perfect scapegoats. Dervahl knew this, of course, and planned it well.
Is your outfit uncomfortable?
Your politics seem very complicated. The Oseram are friends, but enemies too?
I couldn't have liberated Meridian without the help of Ursa and her Oseram freebooters. Many of them have settled here. But the Ealdormen of the Oseram clans in the Claim have become jealous of their success. So have many Karja nobles. It's a volatile situation, especially given the fact that my father raided the Oseram for years. Ursa helps keep the peace, promising a future based on mutual gain. But some, like Dervahl, will never let go of their venom.
Quite a place you've got here. You can almost see the little people below the mesa.
You don't approve? Well, I have a secret for you. Neither do I.
Good.
But we must be patient. Change won't come in a single sunrise.
But will it happen at all, while men live in palaces?
It might. Eventually. If people like you help me bring it about.
They call you a sun god who killed his own father in order to unite the tribes in harmony. Is any of it true?
They say you can see the invisible, split an arrow at 50 paces, and tame machines at a glance. How much of that is true?
It's not too far off.
Well, I would like to unite the tribes in harmony, but you saw how many courtiers I have to deal with first. Maybe next week.
I like Avad. I've decided he's kind of cool.
I need to get going.
I know. Well, they say kings should never beg. But please, help me find Ursa.
Who says that?
Well, Murad, for one. Don't hesitate to ask him or Erend if you have further questions.
Cool. Hey, I want to read this thing. Thank you, Founding of Meridian. Okay, it's reading time. The Founding of Meridian. We are Karja. In us is the blood of those led by Ahriman from persecution and pursuit so long ago. Out of the far savage east we came, guardians of a treasure greater than land or metal, the leaves of the old ones. Ahriman found the leaves in a ruin, picked out by a beam of sunlight, and he recognized at once their importance. Within was etched the first teachings of how to observe the sun, to recognize its guidance, and to understand the place of man. From out of the leaves came the first glyphs, the first writing, so our knowledge could last longer than voices. But when our forefathers offered to share this gift, they were driven out by those that they had once called tribesfolk. These These ones feared to have the light of knowledge brought to bear on their ignorance, or were jealous of its power. And so began the long wandering of our people, trusting only that the sun would guide them and deliver them from the barbarian tribes. The path was hard, and marked by the stones of families who fell along the wayside, even Araman's own. The persecution was unceasing, from those without purpose, only the desire to debase and destroy. But the faith of the Kaja was rewarded with a distant vision, a tower like a solid ray of the sun, holding on the horizon, flashing. Even as their enemies descended upon them, Araman followed the flight of the Glinthawks, leading his people through looming canyons and teeming jungles. Again they saw the tower, so close now it seemed to reach to the very sun itself, and they saw that the Glinthawks perched upon it. Beheld in the light of the sun, the tower, the spire, cast its long shadow upon a mesa across the verdant valley. Araman knew he had found a haven for the tribe, as this was a place shunned by those without his faith, who cowered from the magnificence of the spire or the shining feathers of the Glinthawks. He named this place Meridian, from a passage in the leaves, and the tribe settled in the protection of the great mesa. They found the site was blessed in every respect, carving their cliff houses from the bounteous resources, and in time from the red rock of the mesa itself, crowning it with the first columns of the City of the Sun. Truly the sun gave much to the descendants of our forefathers, granting Meridian great harvests and prosperity, and the bounds of the sundom for as far as its light touched. In time, seeing Meridian shielded us from the dark arrows and plots of our foes, other foreigners brought trade and tribute. Holy Meridian! Without spire and sun there would be no Meridian, but now and forevermore it stands as monument to both, and the glory of Araman and the founders is reflected anew in each Sun King of the Radiant line and the noble houses of the Sun Court. I wonder how that fits to Nora lore. Alright. Let's have a chit-chat with the others. Oh, there's more back here. Hang on a second, guys. I'll talk to you in a moment. Sup? The Sun Kings. We're nearly out of glyphs now. Oh boy, here comes more. The Chronicle of the Sun Kings. The founder, Araman, who guided our forefathers from the shadows of the Savage East into the fastness of the Mesa Valley, and who, reading the signs of sun and shadow both, delivered them to the site of Holy Meridian. The bounteous Amavad, who oversaw the clearing and sowing of the royal maizelands, so that none who walked in the sun's favour should go hungry again, who cut back the jewel to claim the rich estate lands for the first houses of the Sun Court. The far-seeing Sadahin, who expanded the sun's dominion to the north, south, and east, setting a gate at Bright Market Harbour, and who before the sun at its highest proclaimed these lands would be known as the Kaja Sundom, so by the light it was good. Generous Juadan, who stocked the metal markets with the spoils of his own trampler hunts, and who allowed trade from north and south, even permitting outlanders the gift of the counting glyphs, so they might understand more than simple barter. Zavarad, the Pilgrim Sun King, whose tower was raised to the top of the Ridge of Veils, and who crossed the great waters of the daybreak, so the Sundom might extend even further, and to honour this passage had the great blazon arc raised on the far shores. Bold Ariv, who saw the suns passing into the west as a challenge, and forged after it with a great army, to be pushed back 3 times at the great canyon lands that would be known as the Daunt, until on the 4th time his cohorts broke through and were vanished in the lands beyond. Prudent Basadid, who had the mantle of his fallen brother thrust upon him suddenly, who ordered the construction of the fortress of Sunfall and the garrison at Blazon Arc, declaring the land beyond it the forbidden west where only the sun may go. Kuvadin, the returner, who strove to bring civilization to the savage east, but returned after many strenuous endeavours, saying it was no longer fit for the people of the sun, and called for the building of the great towers and walls so this wild land might be observed safely. Renan, the Firebird, who saw the Sundom suffer unprovoked attack by the Tenakth horde, and who against the protests of his advisors accompanied his army to confront them. Under the sun he claimed victory, though he was so greatly scarred he wore his blazon helmet from that day. Nahasis, who was a hunter as much as a Sun King, and called for the proudest men of the noble houses to prove themselves in competition beneath the sun, and that those who felled the greatest machines would be situated as the first Sunhawk and Hawks of the Hunter's Lodge. The illuminated Mazid, who the sun visited with visions so vivid and grand, he commissioned many statues and frescoes of his visage in Meridian, and for his summer palace in Sunfall had the great citadel raised, where he remained painting until he took deathly ill from his own pigments. That's funny. Havas, elder brother of Mazid, who declared each family with a suitable male child should submit that child in service of the Sundom's then depleted ranks, and had the artisans turn their attention from works of art to outfitting each soldier of the sun with the very finest armor, halberd and bow. Jiran, who in his early years was a strong Sun King, defending the Sundom from the encroachment of other tribes and the derangement of the machines, but who became greatly addled and ordered the spilling of much blood in the sun's name, threatening to bring a twilight time upon us. Avad, the Liberator. Alright, any other reads back around here? Scout, scout, scout. Alright. Sup, you two? Talk to me. Errand!
So, I thought Ursa was dead, and I thought Dervahl was dead. Dead doesn't seem to mean what it used to. Or maybe I'm just an ass. Whatever. All I know is that it's time to find my sister and get some payback. I hope Murad's guy grabs us the lead.
I hope to meet Ursa myself.
Did Ursa ever tell you anything about Dervahl?
Well, we were both under his command for a while. Sort of. Helped him recruit an army to take out the mad Sun King. But then he got real creepy with Ursa. Needless to say, she wasn't interested, but he wouldn't let it go. Not to mention the fact that we realized he wanted to murder every Karja, not just the bad ones. Long story short, he's a grazer-licking dungbag.
Avad seems committed to finding your sister.
Yeah, those two got along. And some people say they shacked up, but I don't buy it. Seems a little skinny for her. Oh, okay, some bad images are forming. Let's just focus on finding her. And kicking Dervahl's ass.
I very much like Errand, and I know I will like Ursa too if she's alive.
Don't stand me up in Pitchcliff, okay? Ursa needs us.
I will be there. Blameless Murad.
Aloy, how can I be of service?
How did you get your
It's
name?
obvious that you're an advisor to the Sun King, but what is it you do exactly?
Whatever is needed, of course.
Are you always so evasive?
It depends.
Sounds to me like you're a spy.
There are many helpful voices in the Sundom and beyond. I like to think of myself as a good listener.
So why do they call you Blameless Murad?
Thank you.
Well, it depends on who you mean by they, and what they might wish to blame me for.
Talking to you is tiring.
So they say.
This guy.
You were right about Avad. He seems genuine.
He is the Sun King. I serve him the best I can. What else would you have me say?
Huh. Did you serve the last one as best you could too?
Well, I served him to his enemies. It was the best I could do for the Sundom.
What did you do?
Nothing I could be blamed for.
This guy!
What will I find at the border?
An outpost full of Oseram, most of whom want nothing to do with Dervahl. Still, he inspires great loyalty in those who fought with him against the last Sun King. He will not be caught alone. And don't forget, he is a master craftsman. Nothing delights him more than his dangerous toys.
I better not find him in that mercenary camp I murdered last episode.
What makes you so sure Dervahl did this to Ursa?
I don't care for sure or certain. I prefer likely or probably. How many Oseram are clever enough for this ruse? Capable of building the weapon you described? Who hate Ursa so? More than one? Not likely. Dervahl? Quite probably.
Even if people think he's dead.
That is surely another reason to be suspicious of certain words.
I have to go.
Then you must.
This guy. What an exhausting figure. Okay, well, let's take a little patrol around the palace first before we leave. I don't think I'm going to find anything else, but I do just want to take a quick swing around. If there's something of note, I'll take it for myself. No, that is definitely death on the other side of that. Now, what's down here? Oh. 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 Huh. Oh! These are those sewers that were mentioned as how the people stormed the castle. I remember this place from the lore. Where am I going to end up from here? I'm not. Huh. Alright, well, I've successfully gone and got myself trapped, actually. I didn't think I was going to do that, but I did. I'm probably not trapped. No, I can get out just fine. No problem. Unless I fall like an idiot. That's entirely possible. Oh my god. Slightly curved staircases, the actual most difficult enemy in this game. Alright. Got a bunch of people out here mad that I had my way. And if I were to go up this way, what would I find? Nothing I could care for. Okay, we're done with the castle. We are wanted in Pitchcliff, and we're going to warp there now, just so I don't have to warp there at the start of next episode and get surprised by something immediately happening. Or I could cut here and then load back in and start the episode in like a few seconds when we've arrived at Pitchcliff. Maybe I will. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.